actually happened in A Girl Like Nina by Sarian Martin TV, starring Sarian Martin herself, Chioma Nwaoha, Michael Dappa, Obi Titus. Just imagine now, you are a young girl struggling for your life, living and selling in a market. And then you ended up being the daughter of a rich man. After you told a story on the television, you were now able to find out that you had a true mother and a true father and a true sister that you never ever knew about. Oh, my Flicks to Click fans. In A Girl Like Nina, once upon a time, there was a pretty woman called Nina. She is played, of course, by Sarian Martin. Now, Nina's life has thrown her up and down. Life has thrown her in and out. But Nina is still trying to hang on in there, just like your everyday typical Naija babe. So, Nina owns a small kiosk, a small provision store in the market. She can't sell pepper. She can't sell tomato and provisions like that. Now, Nina is just your normal, ordinary Naija babe who is practically hanging on in there in this our tough Naija life of a typical Naija woman. Now, the hard reality that she has been thrown to on the Nigerian streets, she is managing herself. But one day, a young lady comes up to Nina and she now tells her that I'm trying to interview young ladies we be entrepreneur women that are trying to strive, women that are trying to do better for themselves. Please, will you grant me an interview? And so Nina says yes to this young lady, this young journalist. She decides that yes, she'll do the interview. After she did the interview with this journalist, this interview went viral on media. It went viral. Everybody conde watch the interview. Everybody conde enjoy all the answers when Nina conde give this journalist. Now, while Nina was giving this interview, she didn't know that in another house or somewhere, in a rich home, there was another young beautiful lady that looked very much like her, who was called Scarlett. Now, Scarlett happened to watch this TV show that Nina appeared on when she was giving this interview to this journalist, because she was very funny, she had a lot of humor, and that was why actually the interview went viral. Now, what happened? As this Scarlett was watching Nina on TV, as she was laughing and enjoying the interview, guess what? Obi Titus, who is her mother, came into the room where she was watching the TV and was asking her daughter Scarlett, what is making you so happy? What is making you laugh like that? What are you even watching, Seth, on this TV? And Scarlett now shows her mother, mommy, look at what I'm watching you. This is what I'm watching you. As she shows her mother, Obi Titus, what she's watching on TV. Hey! She tells her mother that, mama, this girl that they're interviewing, she's an entrepreneur. Her name is Nina. God, she's so funny, Her video is going viral. But as her mother, as Scarlett's mother, looks at the TV screen, she now realizes that this same woman, Nina, that they're interviewing on the TV, has the same scar on the same, location as her daughter, Scarlett. And then it hit the mother. The same birthmark, that her daughter Scarlett has. Now, the truth has finally been revealed. It turns out that Ashe, Nina, and Scarlett are actually twins. When they were young, they lived in an area that was always being terrorized by armed robbers and hooligans. Now, one day, when they were raiding these hooligans, Scarlett and Nina were trying to run away together with their mother, who was, of course, Obi Titus. As Obi Titus, their mother, was trying to run away with her daughters, Scarlett and Nina, hey, wahala come pass. She accidentally left Nina. She grabbed two children, thinking that she had grabbed her daughters, Scarlett and Nina, not knowing that she grabbed Scarlett and another girl who was the daughter of a friend of hers. Now, by the time that Nina and Scarlett's mother realized that she had left back her other daughter, she went back to start looking for her daughter Nina. She could no longer find Nina. And her and her husband, they searched frantically for Nina for years and years and years, but they never ever found Nina. So it turns out that there was somebody who found Nina and adopted Nina. Hey, my Flicks to Click fans, how you can't see this story? Because it be like say, please, people, please try as much as possible. When you find abandoned children, please, we know that you don't want these children to be hurt. Please try and find out what really, really happened to them, so that there could be a chance of reconciliation with their parents, or at least tell them, this is the situation we found you in, and that is why we are now your adopted parents. Now, as Scarlett and her mother head over to look frantically for Nina after watching the interview, to, rekindle the lost family that they had, they finally found Nina. And they told Nina, after they told Nina the story of how Nina was lost, Nina initially didn't believe it, because she was like, I don't understand though. I get my own mama. I get my own mama. My mama can't die. What are you trying to say? I don't understand. My Flicks to Click fans. At the end of the day, now so this family opted for a DNA test. And after the DNA test, they found out that, yes, truly, Nina and Scarlett were indeed sisters. And yes, twins. In fact, twins. Finally, this family could be, brought back together again, Abby. Well, as it so happened, of course, Scarlett studied in a university abroad because her parents were very rich. So she studied in a university abroad, which was very expensive. But of course, Nina, who was abandoned, mistakenly, and was adopted by a poor family, she didn't really go far in school. Her adopted parents, of course, she lost her adopted parents. And of course, Nina cannot speak really good English. She only knew about business, or managing herself, or selling tomato, pepper in the market, or managing her life. Hey, now so she can't get courage for this life that we live in. So, as the mama now and papa of Nina and Scarlett now are trying to bring Nina closer to them, to bring Nina, into the family, they were doing everything possible to make up for all the lost things she didn't get when she was lost. And as Nina was now living this new rich life, she met this young man who is called Toby. Now, Toby is the hunk of the man of this video by Sarian Movies TV. He is a hunk and he's an amazing human being. He is rich, he get money, but he is so humble that you as a woman or as a man, you never ever really feel that this man is arrogant because he has money, because he's so humble. You'll feel so comfortable with him. So now, Nina met Toby on an occasion when Toby saved her. Instead of saying thank you to Toby when she was being harassed by some hooligans who wanted to take money away from her, she was so rude to him. But eventually, after meeting him for the second time, she and Toby became friends. Now, Toby came to buy something from her in the market. They became friends. And of course, she can't fall in love for Toby. But Nina had never ever told Toby that she loved him. Now, when she had found out that her parents were her parents, and her sister was her sister, that she can't reach, on one of those occasions, Toby came to their house to visit them. And the sister, Scarlett, Nina's new sister, Scarlett, was all over Toby. even doing yanga to Nina that she loves Toby. In fact, Toby is my kind of man, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Nina, who has already fallen for Toby, also, instead of her to open her mouth and tell her sister Scarlett that, see, oh, this man, oh, I like him, oh, I come meet him first, oh, this one na my person, oh, this one na my man, oh, hey, Nina can't shut up her mouth. She no talk. She was so quiet. She didn't say anything. Instead, oh, jealousy can't they kill her. Now, Nina, you can't they lose. But eventually, it turned out that, yes, Scarlett liked Toby. But Toby and her actually had a talk. Scarlett and Toby actually had a talk. And he had told her, Nina's sister, Scarlett, that he can't have anything to do with her, that they should just be friends because he was actually in love with her sister, Nina. But, of course, Nina didn't know that Scarlett and Toby had had that conversation. So she was so jealous that her sister, Scarlett, her twin sister, Scarlett, was now having a relationship with Toby. She was jealous, thinking that her sister, was in love with Toby, and Toby was in love with her sister. So, as they come, they fight now, up and down like cat and mouse, because jealousy can enter now. Her parents came down to their room to find out what was wrong with these two girls. The parents were so unhappy at them. They were like, what is wrong with the two of you? Should they fight over man, Abi? Okay, now, what is it, Seth? Both of you have to sort this thing out. Thank God, say the parents, Scarlett and Nina's parents, they didn't take sides. They said, you are twins, you are both sisters. This nonsense cannot keep on happening. Even their mother went over to Toby and had a big talk with Toby. She can't tell and say, hey, Toby, don't play with my daughters. Oh. They had a very good relationship before you came. You cannot come in just like that and spoil the relationship. Now, eventually, Nina got over this her jealousy because her friend was always talking to her to calm down. And her friend had told her that, see, why not just tell your sister Scarlett that you love this Toby? You haven't even told your sister why you are fighting her. Tell your sister now. And so Nina went to Toby first of all and told Toby that she knows that Toby likes her sister and that her sister Scarlett likes Toby. And no problem. Even though she's in love with Toby, she would like to leave Toby for her sister. That was when Toby just looked at her face. This Nina. He can't tell Nina, say, see, will you shut up your mouth? Who told you that I like your sister? I don't like your sister now. Now you'll be the one I love. Hey, my Flicks to Click fans. Now for this movie, we can't understand, say, love no they mean, say, you have to be beautiful. If it was beauty, many of the beautiful women would have been married by now. But no, it's not only beauty that men are looking for. So, never ever think that because you are beautiful, you're more beautiful than another girl, that a man will like you. Never ever think that because you are more educated, because you are richer, that a man will like you and love you more than the other woman. If that doesn't have that education, beauty, or wealth. Because some men are different. They love a girl for who she really is. So, Nina was surprised. Because, hey, now wow. Never, ever, ever, ever think that because somebody does not match you in wealth, in beauty, in education, that you are lesser than any other woman or any other man. Don't ever think that they cannot fall in love with you. And also, her sister too came to her. She came to Nina and she told her that, see, you don't have to sacrifice yourself for me and Toby. Toby and I are just friends, Nina. And that was when Nina now realized that she should have just opened her mouth and just said that she had loved Toby for a long time. And she and her sister would not have been fighting anyhow. Twins for that matter. At the end of the day, Nina and Toby started dating. Nina came back to good terms with her twin sister, and their mother and their father were very happy. And yes, they lived happily ever after. So this movie, A Girl Like Nina, is a feel-good movie. Yes, it teaches us about practical issues in life, and that sometimes, or should I say most times, don't just open your mouth anyhow, because sometimes you can miscommunicate. Things can spoil. Sometimes also, Don't just keep quiet and bottle things in. Open up, expose yourself to people, and sometimes things will be resolved. Say exactly how you feel by speaking out, and issues can be sorted. Thank God that Nina and Scarlett were finally reconciled and they went to London for a vacation. My Flicks to Click fans, if you enjoyed this my live critical pidgin review of A Girl Like Nina by Sarian Movies TV, I beg click like. And if you want to know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner, I am going to pin a comment in the comment section, and it is a free download for you to know all the signs and symptoms of an abusive partner. It's a free download. Help yourself, your family, your friend, humanity. Give me a like, and I'll see you very soon.